Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. This is Ryan Prince Fitness. So it's been a while since the last time I made a video based on nutrition, and as you guys know, it's so important in achieving your fitness goals or maintaining your current physique or fitness levels, whatever. Um, so in this video, I'm going to be telling you a little bit about some of my nutritional habits, more specifically why I don't calorie count, and hopefully you guys will be able to take some stuff from it. Now, I know I mentioned in the bulking philosophy video why it's good to adjust your nutrition according to yourself, but I'm thinking, but so that you can achieve your goals. But I'm thinking that in this video, I think a lot of you guys will benefit from hearing my nutritional habits and be able to take some stuff from it, especially if you have goals that are similar to mine, and if you have a similar approach to me as well. And even if you don't, I'm going to mention briefly ways that you can adjust it to suit your goals. Now, the reason why I don't count calories, first of all, it is pretty time consuming. I know they say good things take time, but I just like to calculate your calories and have to weigh your food and just keep track of it. I know, like, there's things like MyFitnessPal, you log into it and you log it and stuff, but I still think that's a bit time consuming myself. And I know a lot of people do it, and I want to emphasize the I in the title, because I'm giving you guys my reason for doing it. Because I know a lot of people have had a lot of success in tracking their calories. A lot of my co-workers do it. A lot of them instruct their clients to do it, which, fair play. But yeah, I think, first of all, I think it's time consuming, I'd rather spend that time doing something else. I'll be honest, I could be a bit lazy to do that, And secondly, going on from that, so there's a lot of things that are time consuming, but I do those anyway, so why don't I do this? And that's because I don't really feel like I need to. And when I say I don't need to, I don't just mean me specifically. I mean, in general, people don't need to count their calories. And here's why. First of all, I think there's only two scenarios why you should count your calories. Firstly is if you're competing in like a competition of some sort, whether you're in a bodybuilding competition, a men's physique competition, you're going to be fighting in a combat sport of some sort, as boxing, kickboxing, and you need to make weight for the fight. And so in these examples that I just mentioned, you tend to have like a specific outcome in mind, whether to be a certain weight or a certain body fat percentage. So I think in that scenario, it's best to have a specific game plan of getting to that specific outcome. You eat this many calories and you have this many macronutrients to get to this weight. But I just think day to day, like I don't really feel like you need to. You can. I think mainly it just comes down to listening to your body, living a healthy lifestyle, and allowing your body to fluctuate at times. Because it will naturally, unless you're following this rigorous diet plan. And it's like, why do you need to be, like, let's say 150 pounds every single day, 150 pounds, 8% body fat percentage every single day if you're not competing? Like, even me, I'll tell you, like, even though I never did count my calories, there was one time when I was really strict on my diet, and now I'm a bit more flexible. But yeah, I remember I was it was 5 meals a day, and the meals were pretty small. There's that whole argument of eat smaller meals more frequently to boost metabolism. I don't really believe that so much anymore. I don't mind if you do, but me personally, I don't really believe it. But I was doing that, and yeah, the portions were very controlled, were very moderate. Everything was high quality carbs. I ate a lot of fiber, drank lots of water, which a lot of this I do now, and I'm going to get to that in a little bit. But yeah, and it was obviously a high quality protein. It was always either grilled, boiled, or steamed. And I would the amount of carbs was limited. What else? I ate no processed sugars whatsoever, and even the natural sugars that I had, like honey and fruits, were very limited. And I ate no like refined carbs. And I did this for a while, and like I said earlier, the portions were very controlled, so I was kind of hungry a lot of the time. And I did this for a while, and I think like a year and a bit. And it's true, I was very shredded. One thing I forgot to mention is, yeah, I was doing that for 6 days, and I had a cheat meal on the 7th day. Yeah, it wasn't just non-stop. But yeah, I was doing that. I had that plan for a while. 6 days, 100% clean. On the 7th day, after I trained, I'd have a cheat meal, and I did that for a while. And it just kind of got to me that, like, why do I need to be shredded every single day? Like, I'm not competing. I'm not a fitness model. I don't get paid to take my top off. A lot of times people see me with a t-shirt on, so I've got all these lines and all this definition, and I look great, but no one's gonna see it. So why do I need to be shredded? And then I just started to become a bit more flexible with my diet, and then I just feel great. You know, I'm happy with my diet. I don't really get that sense of feeling hungry. I'm satisfied all the time, but I still feel really good. And a lot of people will still look at me and would kill to look like me, and that's not me being big-headed or anything. Like, I'm just speaking truth. Like, a lot of them would. So I do believe 100% you can do it and still be flexible and still have like a sustainable diet plan. Like right now, I kind of follow the 80-20 rule. So it's like 80% what I just said earlier. I think my portions are slightly bigger now. And yeah, everything, like I still eat high quality proteins and high quality carbs. So everything's whole grain, things like oats as well, sweet potatoes, brown rice. I eat plenty of fiber still. I drink lots of water daily. But obviously I do, you know, eat junk food a little bit. Obviously I keep it moderate, I keep it controlled, but I do eat junk food. And you know, what else? Like I said earlier, I eat slightly bigger portions now, so I just feel good. I feel more energetic, and I feel like it's a lot more sustainable. Now, if I remember how I said earlier, how you can adjust, how I mentioned briefly how you guys can adjust it. If you do aim to bulk up a bit, maybe you can manipulate the percentages. So 80-20, you can add a little maybe more junk food in there, like 30. Let's say you're going on a dirty bulk. I think more, because junk food is tightly packed with calories, it's a lot more easier to get more calories in without having to, you know, without it being so difficult. So you can eat slightly more junk food and obviously increase the portion sizes and stuff. And if you're looking to cut, obviously I think maybe go slightly higher on the, you know, nutrition, high quality nutrition macros, which is the 80%, and maybe bump that up to 90% or 95% and decrease the processed junk foods to 10 or 5, down from 20. That's if you want to manipulate it, but yeah, and that's how. So I mentioned earlier why there was 2 scenarios where you may count your calories, why I think you should. The first one was if you're competing, and the second one is if you just haven't had a lot of success in losing weight, and if you tried the 80-20 rule and you're still not having success, you're having trouble with portion control and getting the macros in and stuff, then I think you should consider, you know, counting your calories. I know MyFitnessPal is really popular, a lot of people use that. But yeah, but if I'd say try the first one first and then maybe think about the second one. Try just the normal 80-20 rule, improving your eating habits, eating a lot more, you know, increasing your protein intake, eating higher quality carbs, you know, and decreasing the processed food in your diet. But outside those 2 scenarios, I don't really feel like you need to lose weight to maintain a good body fat percentage and a good weight. It's also, another thing is just kind of like listening to your own body as well. Like me right now, I'm like 76.2 kg, which is a little bit under 170 pounds, and I'm roughly 11% body fat percentage. And like, I know what this feels like. I know what 11% body fat percentage feels like, roughly. Obviously, I know you can't know exactly what it is, but I know roughly what it feels like. So, and I think I know how to go about maintaining it. and I just stick to that. I can get down to 8% if I want to, but you know, I'd have to put, you know, a little bit more effort in, and you know, I'm happy with what I have now. So, and I think this 11% is very sustainable for me. You know, 11%, 8%, I'd have to work a little bit harder. And if something comes up, I can easily get down to 8%. It's just about manipulating certain things. So if you, like, let's say once you've enforced all these habits, and you're living a healthy lifestyle, and you've got down to a weight or a weight and body fat percentage that you feel comfortable with and you're happy with, get used to what that feels like. You know, maybe write down certain stuff that you're doing, about water you're drinking, and all this different type of things, and then just kind of keep those habits going. And a lot of times you'll find that you will maintain this body fat percentage, this weight. And I think day-to-day life, that's what's good, isn't it? That's what you want. One other tip is obviously just to I know a lot of people have problems with like portion control. Really quickly, I want to mention that, you know, a way to do it without counting your calories is just kind of like, first of all, I think it's best to cook as many of your own meals as you can. But also, like, when you do cook your own meals and you're putting it into the plate, it's best to put like a small or moderate portion in first and finish that. And then if you still want more, then go in and put some more. But don't go straight away. You know, you might overestimate how hungry you are. If you might put a lot of food in, and then halfway, 3/4 in, you'll feel full. But you'll finish it anyway because you don't want to waste it, or you don't want to put it back in the thing. You know, you just think it's already on my plate now, I might as well eat it. So yeah, and that's just kind of what you want. You know, eat enough to keep you going. Don't eat enough to you're full, bloated. You know. So yeah, start off with moderate portions, and if you want to add a little bit on after, then go on after. But yeah, I want to end this video with one of my favorite quotes from Bruce Lee from the Pierre Burton Show, that famous interview he did, and it kind of does apply to this, I believe, very much so. He talked about how the ideal is to be like natural unnaturalness and unnatural naturalness. I tried to word that as best I can, but it's quite a tongue twister. But yeah, basically he talks about how you want to find a balance between the relying on your natural instincts, and so basically what he's saying is you want to find a combination of your natural instincts and then the state of like control, and you want to combine both, because if you're at one side of the extremes of either of them, like let's say you're relying on your natural instincts, you're taking a very unscientific approach. And if you're relying on the control, you become almost like a mechanical man. You know, you're stripping away some of the things that make you human. And I believe that I've such a good philosophy, and I've applied it to many different aspects of my life, and my nutrition is one of them. So I do have that natural instincts and stuff, like I'm able to make adjustments and I can treat myself here and there, but there is that state of control, overseeing things that I have a lot of rules that I follow, like many of the ones I mentioned earlier: high quality carbs, high quality protein, you know, healthy fats in my diet. So all my macros are there each day to give me the right nutrition, to give me the energy levels I need, but also to help my body function to optimum levels. And then obviously higher water intake, and then the natural instincts would just be like being able to treat myself. And when you go out to like social events, you're not just, I gotta stick to my plan, and because it could be a bit antisocial, isn't it? And I believe that this is the major key to sustaining a nutrition plan over a very long period of time, because if it is overly controlled, you're not going to sustain it, guaranteed. A lot of times people go on Weight Watchers and stuff, they do it, and as soon as they're off the show, they gain more weight, the weight that they already lost, and then more so on top. So with this one, it's sustainable, and you not only do you feel good physically and everything, and obviously mentally as well, but you're able to enjoy yourself and enjoy a lot of foods as well. So that's the key, I believe, to maintaining a long sort of like a long-term nutrition diet plan. And as you can tell, as I said, you don't need to count your calories with that. I'm going to end the video there. I don't want it to be too long. We're probably already over 10 minutes easily right now. I know there's some stuff I could have expanded on, but like I said, I don't want this video to be too long. So there's some stuff in this video that I'll probably touch on in future videos. So to make sure you don't miss that, hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, please share it. And yeah, until the next one, I'll see you next time.
Test your might.
Perfect.
Finish him. Fatality. Flawless victory.